Hey, it's Brian Jones, and I am ready for some college football this week, brought to you by Nissan, and I know you are too. Nissan's Go Rogue year-end event, it's taking the Galaxy by storm. Get in today for special Black Friday savings on the new 2017 Rogue and the rest of the Nissan lineup. Take on any Galaxy and take off in a Rogue. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today. Hurry! Offers end soon. All right, as we always do on college football this week, we got to take a look back at what a group of great games we have to look at. First, Michigan, Ohio State, the game. Jim Harbaugh, was he correct? Did J.T. Barrett and the Ohio State Buckeyes convert that 4th and 1? I'm going to say they didn't. So Jim Harbaugh is correct. But the Buckeyes, they get the win because Curtis Samuel on the next play, 15 yards around the left end, untouched for the winning score in 2 overtimes. And then let's move on to Kentucky and Louisville. LaMarvelous Jackson trying to separate from the rest of that Heisman pack, who we don't even know is in that Heisman pack. It's just been him as the front runner most of the season, but Steven Johnson had something to say about that. You don't even know who Steven Johnson is, do you? Well, he's Kentucky's backup quarterback. At least he was the backup quarterback until about a month ago, and he showed up and showed out, folks. Over 300 yards passing, he had 3 touchdowns in the ball game. He was exceptional. The Wildcats upset Louisville. And, sorry, Miss Jackson, your Heisman hopes, they may be coming to an end. More of that as we get closer to that Heisman. And last but not least, how about the Colorado Buffaloes? The rise is real in the Rockies. The Buffaloes are going to the Pac-12 championship ball game to take on Washington. They got all after the Utah Utes and Joe Williams. You know, the running back that came out of retirement. Well, he's been lights out all season long. Not all season long, well, since he returned, but he wasn't the other night versus the Buffs because he had 2 crucial fumbles in that ball game. 25 straight for the Buffs where they forced the turnover, and now they take on the mighty Huskies. Should be a fun one. All right, we look back. Let's look forward, and the last team we looked back at was Colorado. So let's start right there as we look ahead to the Pac-12 championship. And by the way, I was 2-1 last week. 2 wonderful. That seems to be a recurring theme here with my picks. I'm going to pick, though, not the Colorado Buffaloes. I'm going with the Washington Huskies. When you look at these two teams, look at the statistics, the rankings in every category pretty much in the Pac-12. They're right there 1 and 2, or they're 5 and 6, or they're 3 and 4. I mean, it's amazing that these two teams are hitched at the hip. They are similar teams. They play stellar defense. They force your opponents into turnovers. They can run the rock. Both are averaging over 200 yards on the ground. They're getting excellent quarterback play. Jake Browning now 40 touchdowns, 7 picks on the season. But I'm going to give the Huskies the edge. I think they're going to be able to stay away from the turnovers, and I think they're going to be able to run the rock a little bit better than Colorado. So Colorado Buffalo fans, don't be upset with me. You've had a wonderful year. 10 wins for the first time since 2001. Let's move on to the Big Ten championship game. Now this one, this can cause a lot of consternation there in that college football playoff committee room. You're talking about Penn State. Over the last 5 or 6 ball games, they've averaged over 46 points per game. Trace McSorley is outstanding at the quarterback position. Saquon Barkley, he's a tremendous player as well. But Wisconsin, with that defense, the way they're rolling right now, I know the quarterback play has not been up to snuff these last few ball games, but they can run the rock as well, and I like the way their defense is forcing the opponents into mistakes. So I'm going to go with the Badgers to win this ball game. James Franklin, love you and everything you've done there with the Nittany Lions, but I think Wisconsin wins this football game. And last but not least, we're talking about the Big 12. Can they get a team into the playoff? Oklahoma sitting there with 2 losses. Oklahoma State, their arch rival, 2 losses as well. How you lose to Central Michigan, man? I know it wasn't really a loss, but it is a loss. So now you got to take on that 3-headed monster, Baker Mayfield, and also Samaje Perine, Joe Mixon. These guys are outstanding. I don't think Oklahoma State can do it, even though they have an excellent quarterback in Mason Rudolph. He's got some pretty good numbers himself there in the conference, and also James Washington at wide receiver. Think of that, Washington, D.D. Westbrook for the Sooners. This is going to be fantastic to watch. A ton of offense, but I'm going to give the Sooners the edge right there at home. So those are my picks. What are your picks? You know we do it each and every week. See if you can keep up with my 2 wonderfulness. How about that? Nissan's Go Rogue year-end event is taking the Galaxy by storm. Get in today for special Black Friday savings on the new 2017 Rogue and the rest of the Nissan lineup. Take on any Galaxy and take off in a Rogue. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today. Hurry! Offers end soon. All right, that was this week's version of College Football This Week, brought to you by Nissan. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back next week to break down all the conference championship games and look forward to the bowl season. You take care.